What is up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, then just welcome. It's your boy the Spartan, and I'm back after about 4 months. Only this time I'm not back in terms of video game goodies. That video is scheduled for later today, in a few hours to be precise, so be on the lookout for that. But no, this video will be regarding internet /PC/ overall security. Long story short, in the past few years, I've kind of let my guard down. And when you're like me, and you have accounts left and right, and you have amassed and accumulated a shit ton of games and goodies and a lot of other stuff, you should definitely not be letting your guard down. Well, I did that, and guess what? I got hacked. There was a lot of stuff. There was hacking, there was malware, there was stuff like unauthorized logins, unauthorized devices, you name it. From A to Z, it was everything. Everything you could possibly think of. Thankfully, though, due to my expertise and the fact that I was quick enough to do damage control, so nobody else got hurt on my behalf. I also got everything back up and running again, passwords changed, 2FA, MFA activated or reactivated or whatever, everywhere. So yeah, everything is back up and running, 99.99%. I'm still leaving a little wiggle room because you can never know. But yeah. And I think it's all over now. Again, I'm leaving that 0.1% wiggle room just in case. But it's been a few good days since any suspicious activity. So yeah, I think I'm in the clear. And this is why I'm choosing to make the video now, because the attacks started at the beginning of September, so roughly 3 weeks ago. But yeah. The reason I'm making this video is so that anyone watching it, or you can completely skip the video and just go directly to the description, because everything I speak of and the links and everything you need will be in the description anyway, so you can just skip the video altogether. But if you choose to continue to watch, I will read the text and at the same time give a few tips and tricks here and there, so that you can either be one step ahead of any potential attacks, or if you're already affected by an attack, it will still help you to maybe trace the origin, or at the very least, clean everything, for lack of a better word. If you're already infected or attacked or anything like that, believe me, stuff that you find in this video will save you big time. Anyway, that's enough for the intro. So first and foremost, to always be one step ahead of any potential hackers, malware, stuff like that, everybody watching this should do the following at their own leisure, pace, order, stuff like that. Check your emails via the website on the screen right now, haveibeenpwned.com. Check your emails here regularly for any potential breaches that may require you to change certain passwords around the internet before it may be too late. I chose my main email address specifically because, as you can see, it has been found in 19 data breaches and 1 paste, which is, let's just say, not good. Not good at all. Again, everything has since been completely changed, so I'm in the clear now. But yeah, this shouldn't have happened in the first place. But again, this is what happens when you let your guard down. And just to give you a clearer picture, one of my secondary email addresses, which I barely use, I don't even remember why I created it, but since it's there, why not, you know? 1988 yahoo.com. This one good news, no pawnage found, because I don't think I've ever associated this specific email address with anything. Again, I don't even know why I created it, I just know it exists. But yeah, going back to my main one. Oh no, 19 data breaches and 1 paste. So yeah, if I had seen this earlier, I would have taken these necessary precautions, which I did not. Hence why I'm making this video. But hey, live and learn. And also share, which I'm doing with you guys and gals, again, to stay ahead, or if you're infected, then to clean everything appropriately. And we'll get to that part in just a second. Number 2, use this website, VirusTotal, to scan anything from suspicious links to emails to IPs to files. As you can see, hashes, domains, URLs, you can upload files. This is as legit as they come. You can choose to create an account or not. It's completely up to you, or use it for free. It is one of the best websites out there, and I probably should have had an example for this. But you know what? Why not? Why not? Let's copy this. Right? Right. Let's copy the previous website and just paste it here. Just for a quick example. For some odd reason, Asset, the guys behind Nod32, Asset Smart Security, all that, for some reason they found it as being a low. I'm not sure why. It was created about a year ago. Classification description, legitimate website which does not serve any malicious purpose. I'm not sure why this report was made as a threat report when it clearly states it is a legitimate website which does not serve any malicious purpose. And as you can see, everything here, all these big time websites, like literally all of them, well, maybe not all of them, since some, which are not that well known, have not even bothered listing "Have I been pwned" as being anything like legitimate or a threat or anything like that. But the big guys, the ones that should interest you, they always keep their eyes open, and if you paste any links, any IPs, anything like that that may be suspicious, they will come up here, believe me. And I mean, look at them. You got Malware Patrol, you got Fish Tank, you got Kaspersky, you got... I never knew how to pronounce this though. Is it Kaspersky, Kaspersky? I'm just gonna go with Kaspersky. You got Trustware, you got, like I said, you got all the big guys here. You got Google Safe Browsing, you got the block list, Abusix, Acronis, Blue Live, Criminal IP. So yeah, Bitdefender, like I said, everybody's on board. This fucking website is a lifesaver. So before clicking anything suspicious or opening any suspicious files or anything like that, just bookmark this website and use it, and you will thank me later. Trust me. Moving on. Always make sure your Windows is up to date for security reasons, because they do roll out security updates quite often. Check that your Windows Defender is up and running appropriately with everything turned on. Have at least one more separate antivirus set up alongside Windows Defender. Personally, I recommend either Malwarebytes or anything from Asset. But if you do go with Asset, I strongly recommend Smart Security. Those guys were pretty big when they first launched. Then they kind of dipped a little bit, and for some years, they actually came back up big time. They're, if not the number one, then definitely in the top 5 at the very least, in terms of overall security. So yeah, either malware bytes or asset smart security. And from time to time, you should perform some manual scans via any of the following free apps, which will be, again, in the video description. I've only selected to show you the manual downloads. So first we're gonna go to the direct and automatic downloads. Again, these are the links you will find in the video description. And upon clicking them, your browser will immediately start downloading the associated file. So we're talking about Kaspersky virus removal tool, Komodo cleaning essentials, MCSoft emergency kit, Norton power eraser, which is a fucking lifesaver if I've ever seen one, and Hitman Pro. Again, these are direct and automatic downloads. I only chose the manual downloads to show you, which are first and foremost Rogue Killer. Just simply click the link, go to other downloads, and click on the portable version. I'm gonna assume you're running 64-bit Windows, but if for some odd reason you're on a 32-bit system, this could be for different reasons, just choose the portable 32-bit. So yeah, depending on what OS you have in terms of bits, 64 or 32, regardless, just choose the portable for that version. This is the manual download for Rogue Killer, and for its brother or sister, whatever, Adlice Diag. Same goes as with Rogue Killer, other downloads, and portable for your designated OS. And for the more advanced users, I highly recommend, although technically when I say advanced users, you should already know this by now. And not just this, but maybe even more stuff, maybe even stuff I don't even know about. But still, I'm an advanced user, and again, this happened to me. So yeah, even the pros sometimes forget stuff. Either on purpose or unwillingly, it depends. But yeah, again, for the advanced users or for the more advanced users, I highly recommend Autoruns right here. And again, for the nth time, you can find the links in the video description, so no worries on that. And all the way down here, you got your download. I could have just as easily copied this and pasted it into the video description to automatically download, but I was like, hey, you know what, you don't really have that much to show on the video, so why not just keep it as a simple manual download. So yeah, for you guys and gals out there who are relatively versed in the IT field, definitely recommend Autoruns to scan your system. This if I'm gonna assume some people out there don't know about this, and you know what, actually, now that I think about it, you don't necessarily have to be a completely advanced user. Yeah, actually, you know what, I'm gonna do a 360 here, or a 180 or whatever. This is for both casual users and advanced users as well, because even as a casual user, there are tons of tutorials online. This video of mine shows you like a breakdown, not a breakdown, a summary of stuff you should have with you at all times. But in terms of tutorials and that and stuff like that, YouTube is filled with those. So feel free to check everything I talk about in other videos if you want more detail, or if you don't trust stuff, anything like that. So yeah, where was I? Right. This goes for both casual and advanced users as well. What Autoruns basically does is it doesn't work like your generic antivirus. What it does is allow you to personally browse your computer for anything suspicious, and it's not gonna hold your hand, but at the same time it's not gonna let go completely either. It's gonna give you like a finger to hold on to, not the whole hand. It's gonna show you what's potentially suspicious, what's not. So yeah, think of it as like a task manager, but more advanced, that lets you see if anything in your computer is suspicious. So definitely recommend this. And this one I kinda lean towards the more advanced users. Casual users, beware. If you want to use Tron, you got two download methods, either torrent or a self-extracting.exe via the links provided here, and the link which will be in the video description. Again, when it comes to Tron, I kind of lean towards the more advanced users, because as a casual user, you gotta know what you're doing. Either that, or definitely check out a tutorial on it. I don't usually make these types of videos. I would, but I'm not. This channel of mine, this YouTube channel of mine, is not up and running for monetary gains, so it's not a job like other YouTubers have. You know, other YouTubers have their channels as their little job. This is why they continuously upload tutorials upon tutorials upon tutorials and stuff like that. I don't do that. I didn't even want to do this video until I said, hey, you know what? Remember when you used to share stuff? Well, for fuck's sake, share this with other people who might be in need. You can never know. If this video helps even one person stay ahead of hackers, or get themselves cleaned up, metaphorically speaking, after an attack, if even one person is helped one way or another, I will be happy. But again, I don't do tutorials. This is more of a summary, like I said, a summary of what you should have, what you should always have with you at all times, bookmarked or downloaded, stuff like that. But yeah, enough ranting. Again, if you're a casual user, advanced users should already know what Tron is about. But for the more casual users, I highly recommend watching a tutorial, and I've seen multiple of them on YouTube regarding Tron, and it's going to tell you exactly what to do. Like, you're going to have to download it, obviously, but from there, it's going to tell you exactly where to go, what to do, how to do it, why to do it, and it's going to answer all of your questions. I'm just giving you the option, and you got to do the rest of the homework. Okay, what's left? Oh, and actually, there's only 1 point left. Technically 1.5. For those of you who are like me, still on Windows 10, make sure to transition to Windows 11 before October 14th of 2025, which is next year, which is kind of like, yeah, roughly 12.5 months. I mean, fuck it, it's a year. Why am I doing math? What's the point? Make sure to transition to Windows 11 before October 14th, 2025, or at the very least in October of 2025, because as you can see here, Microsoft will no longer provide free software updates, which in turn means that what it basically means that Microsoft will cease support for any version of Windows 10 after October 14th, 2025. And that means that you can still continue to use Windows 10. I mean, hell, if you want, you can still use Windows 95 to this day. You can even use Windows 3.1. You can even use MS-DOS. And oh my god, when I say MS-DOS, I'm starting to feel old as fuck. Jesus. If you know what MS-DOS is, in terms of an operating system, not your command center nowadays. because that's what basically was back then. If you know MS-DOS as an operating system, then welcome to the oldest fuck club. But yeah, you can still use any fucking Windows you desire to this day. Windows 12 is around the corner, and I personally know people who still use Windows XP to this day. And not just as a virtual machine, no, as a full-blown operating system. Don't ask. Don't ask. Just don't ask. But yeah, back to my main point, you can still continue to use Windows 10 after October 24th of 2025, but because Microsoft is ceasing support for it, what it basically means in terms of security is that it will no longer be supported via security updates, which will leave you vulnerable to potential malware and anything along those lines. And even though I'm not a big fan of Windows 11, I did give it a test run of about a month. It's not as good as 10, it's not as horrible as 8. It's kind of somewhere in between. The telemetry is kind of fucked, and that's not okay. But then again, privacy went out the fucking window in the early 2000s, if not even before that. And when I say telemetry, yeah, I mean Windows 11 is basically spyware, more or less. It's not as intrusive as you may think, or should I say it is intrusive, but not to the point where they're fucking hacking you because it's Microsoft. No, it's just to sell data for corporations to give you ads, and you should technically know the drill. So yeah, even though I'm not personally a big fan of Windows 11, and I know nothing will change in terms of Microsoft spying on us via telemetry and other stuff, I will have to transition as well in about a year, even though I don't want to, because especially now with everything that's happened with everything hacking related, with all the attacks on my accounts and stuff like that, especially after that, yeah, like I said, I've beefed up security, and I want to be fucking 10 steps ahead of any potential future attacks or malware or anything like that. So yeah, this was the last point, and the last half a point. Always remember, no matter how safe you think you are at any given time, some hackers or malware or stuff like that can sit in hibernate mode for months or even years inside a device before the hackers decide to finally strike, or before the malware is finally activated by the original user. And this is just one example of many showing the possibilities of circumventing net security. So yeah, again, no matter how safe you think you are, you should always have the things I spoke of with you at all times. The necessary websites bookmarked and easy to access, along with secondary antivirus alongside Windows Defender. Again, highly recommend Malwarebytes or Smart Security from Asset. And always have the free apps I spoke of, the Kaspersky, Komodo, MCSoft, Norton, all that. You can find it in the find them in the description. Always have them in a folder, on a flash drive, on an external hard drive, whatever. They're completely free. You should always have them close to you, and maybe perform some manual scans every now and again, just in case. You don't need to do this daily. Hell, you don't need to do this monthly. You can do this even if you do this at least twice or 3 times a year. Technically, in most cases, it should be more than enough, because you're already secured through Windows, through their security updates, through their Defender, and through the hopefully secondary antivirus that you have on your PC. as well as having the virus total, this bad boy. As long as you have your Windows up to date, your Defender up and running, a secondary antivirus, and where is it? Oh, this one, right? And virus total bookmarked. As long as you have these, you should technically be good. But again, a manual scan via the free apps every now and again, it doesn't hurt. It takes, I don't know, all in all, maybe like 15 or 20 minutes with all of them to scan your full computer. You can never know. You can never know. It's better safe than sorry. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Holy shit, I thought it would take less than 25 minutes, but well, here we are. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to chapter this video appropriately. And like I said, literally everything will be in the video description. And that's pretty much it. I don't even know what title to put in there. Like I said, this is not your not my type of not the type of videos that I make. I make videos about gaming stuff. I used to do videos about gaming news, stuff like that, but I've never done one about security. So yeah, I'm gonna have to think of a title while it uploads. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, a small recap. I got hacked, even though I am more than versed within the IT field. I let my guard down, I got hacked. Thankfully, I was quick enough to do damage control. I got everything back. It's up and running as it should be. No more suspicious activity. I'm keeping an eye out. I have since beefed up security, and I decided, hey, you know what? Let's share everything that you have done. Well, not everything. I did do a few extra advanced steps, but like I said, this is not a tutorial video. This is more of a you should have this with you type video. I did do a few extra overkill advanced steps, but still, I think this video more than encompasses what you should do to prevent or combat, or whatever you want to pick as a word, in case anything ever happens. Hopefully, you will never be affected, and this video will never be necessary for anyone. But if it's the case, again, if I help even one person, that's more than enough, because I'm not on YouTube to make money. I have 500 subscribers. I don't even know who the hell they are. But yeah, my videos are not, they get like a couple of views or stuff like that. But the main thing is I want to help. So technically, the more views, the more I hopefully helped somebody. But this video being about internet security, the more views would mean they probably were affected. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword. But why the hell am I still talking? I've given you hopefully what you need to prevent anything from happening, or to, if you're affected as we speak, to give you the tools to combat everything. Hopefully I've done my job. It's been 29 minutes, Jesus. This is why, I think this is why I stopped making videos. I think, yeah, I think this is why I stopped making videos. And again, keep an eye out, because the video game freebies and goodies and deals and bundles and stuff like that, a video about all of that is coming later in a couple of hours. But yeah, now that I'm making this video as we speak, I think I remember why I stopped making them about 4 months ago, give or take. And this is why. Because when I start talking, I cannot fucking stop. This was supposed to be a summary, and it technically is, but no more than 10 minutes. This is how YouTube videos usually go, 10 to 15 minutes tops. This is not a fucking Jesus. And I'm still going. And boom, 30 minutes and 1 second, 2 seconds, and I'm still going. See, that's what I mean. Anyway, hope this helped you. Although again, I hope you don't need this, because if you do, that means bad shit happened. But yeah, that's it. Everything I talked about will be linked down below in the video description, along with chapters. I will do my best to make those chapters as accessible as possible. If anyone ever stumbles upon my channel and finds any of these types of videos, although this is probably going to be one instance where I made this type of video, I'm gonna go get back to the gaming stuff. But still, if you find anything and if you enjoy the content overall, consider smashing the like and subscribe buttons. Hit that notification bell to always be updated on, I don't know, stuff I upload on the channel. Again, not here to make money, just here to share, because sharing is caring. So when I look at the views, I don't see dollars or anything like that. I see people who maybe were helped one way or another. And yeah, until the next video, take care, stay safe, have as much fun as you possibly can. Stay safe, because this is a video about fucking security overall in terms of internet and stuff like that. So yeah, above all, stay safe, and never forget, a true Spartan rises as soon as they have fallen. Thank you for watching. Sorry the video took so long. Have a good one. Bye bye.